Hello students, we were doing our chapter triangles and today we will do some more criteria for congruency of triangles. Theorem 7.4 SSS congruency rule. It means side congruency rule. If three sides of one triangle are equal to the three sides of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. So firstly, what is given? ABC and DEF. These are two triangles in which AB equals to DE and AC is equals to DF and BC is equals to EF. This is given. Now we have to prove that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. So firstly we will do construction. Suppose BC is the longest side of triangle ABC. Now we will draw EG and FG such that angle FEG equals to angle CBA. Okay, this angle equals to this angle, and EFG this angle equals to this angle. Okay, these two angles are equal. Now join DG. Proof. In triangle ABC and GEF, BC is equals to EG. This is given, and this angle CBA equals to this angle FEG by construction, and this angle BCA, this is equals to angle this, okay, EFG by construction. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle GEF by angle side angle criteria. Okay, angle side angle criteria. Now if these two triangles are congruent, then we know that corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. Then angle A is equals to angle G. This angle A is equals to angle EFG, and DE is equals to GE. Okay, and DF is equals to GF because AB is equals to DE. AB is equals to DE. This is given, and AB equals to GE. Then DE is also equals to GE, and AC is given DF, and AC is also equals to GF. Then DF is equals to GF. Okay. Now in triangle EGD, this is a triangle. In this triangle, DE equals to GE, and if DE is equals to GE, then this angle FGD, this angle is equals to FDG. Okay, this angle is equals to this angle. Sorry, this angle equals to this angle. Okay, because these two sides are equal, so these two angles will be also equal. Now in triangle FGD, DF is equals to GF. Then this angle FGD, this is equals to FDG. These two angles are equal. Now by adding these two equations, angle EGD plus angle FGD equals to angle EDG plus angle FDG. Okay, so this angle EGD plus angle FGD, this is equals to EFG. This is whole angle, and this angle plus this angle equals to angle EDF. So angle EGF equals to angle EDF. Okay, these two angles are equal, and angle A equals to angle EDG because angle A equals to this angle, so this angle equals to this angle, so angle A equals to this angle, so angle A equals to angle D. Now students, angle A equals to angle D and AB equals to DE, this is given, and AC is equals to DF. Okay, this is also given that AC is equals to DE and AC is equals to DF and AB is equals to DE, and angle A is equals to angle D We proved this. So by side angle side criteria, these two triangles are congruent. Okay, so triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF by SAS criteria. Now our next theorem is RHS congruency rule. If in two right triangles the hypotenuse and one side of one triangle are equal to the hypotenuse and one side of the other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. These are two right angle triangles ABC and DEF, in which angle B equals to angle E is equals to 90 degree, and BC is given equals to EF and AC is equals to DF. This is given and we have to prove that these two triangles are congruent. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Now construction. Produce DE up to G such that GE is equals to AB. This GE is equals to AB. Okay, and join GF. We join GF. Now in triangle ABC and in triangle GEF, AB equals to EG by construction and BC is equals to EF. This is given, and this angle B is equals to this angle FEG or GEF. Okay, angle B is equals to angle GEF, each of 90 degree. So this triangle ABC is congruent to triangle GEF by SAS criteria. These two triangles are congruent, and we know that corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. Then angle A equals to angle G and AC is equals to GF. Okay, and AC is equals to GF and AC is equals to DF. This is given. AC is equals to GF by corresponding parts of congruent triangles, and AC is equals to DF. This is given in the statement. Okay, then GF is also equals to DF. AC is equals to GF and AC is equals to DF. It means GF is equals to DF, and angle G equals to angle D, because angle G equals to angle D and angle A equals to angle G. Then angle D is equals to angle G and angle A equals to angle G. Then angle G is equals to angle D. Angle A equals to angle D and angle B is equals to angle A and angle C is equals to angle F. So in triangle ABC and DEF, we have BC is equals to EF and AC is equals to DF and angle C is equals to angle F. So by SAS criteria, these two triangles are congruent. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Okay students. Now theorem 7.6. If two sides of a triangle are unequal, the angle opposite to the larger side is larger. Given a triangle ABC in which AC is greater than AB, then we have to prove that this angle ABC, this angle is greater than ACB. Okay, construction. Mark a point D on AC such that AB equals to AD. Okay, now join BD. In triangle ABD, AB is equals to AD. Then this angle ABD equals to BDA. These two angles are equal. Okay, because these two sides are equal, then these two angles are also equal. Angle ABD is equals to angle BDA. This is our first equation. But this angle BDA, this is being an exterior angle for this triangle BCD, and we have exterior angle is greater than each opposite interior angles. Then BDA is greater than ACB. This angle is greater than this angle because this is opposite interior angle of this exterior angle. So opposite interior angle is less than this exterior angle. So BDA is greater than ACB. This is equation number 2. Now from equation 1 and 2, ABD is greater than ACB. Okay. ABD is greater than ACB because ABD is equals to BDA and BDA is greater than ACB. Then ABD is also greater than ACB. So ABD is greater than ACB. Then ABC is greater than ACB. ABC is greater than ACB because ABC is greater than ABD because ABC is this whole angle and ABD is part of ABC. So that ABC is greater than ABD and ABD is greater than ACB. Okay. So ABC is greater than ACB. Hence this angle is greater than this angle. Then this is proved that the angle opposite to the larger side is larger.